friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Meiven, and today we are going to be talking about my note-taking method for math and science classes. So if you guys found anything useful in this video, whether it be something you implement into your note-taking skills or a new method overall, or just something you found very interesting in this video, please leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. A sub even if it interests you that much. But anyways, I have my iPad here raring to go. So let's get into it, start screen recording on this bad boy here. I'm actually gonna put my glasses on for this one because I actually can't see. So if I'm gonna write with my iPad, I should probably put my glasses on, otherwise can't see. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? So for today's note-taking method, we are going to be using my favorite app, Goodnotes. And I already have my template loaded up here. So as you guys see, I use a variation of the Cornell note-taking method for math and science. And the way I primarily like to do this, so if you guys want to know what my settings are here, I just have some random color palettes at the top, depending on what the day is. So maybe it'll be a red, a green, I don't know, just depends on the day. I just change the colors up. But mostly I always have a white because I use a dark background. So if you guys want this template, just download Goodnotes. Remember to download Goodnotes. It does cost a bit of money. Goodnotes I'd recommend. And even if you don't use Goodnotes, you can do this perfectly fine on pen and paper. I have so many notes done on my exercise books for math and science where it's just the Cornell notes. You don't even have to use this app. I am just using it for ease of use. So yeah, let's get into it. If we press the three dots here at the top right, we get the More tab. And then I change the template here. So you want to change the template, you want to go to Cornell. Now this isn't the typical like Cornell way I do this. It is a template, but I don't use a template one-to-one. I usually have a bit of space left at the total end for when I am going to summarize. So I don't actually have this box at the bottom, but for the purpose of this video, I'll just have it as it is. If you guys want your pages to be dark like mine, you go into the same tab again, go into the Change Template tab, and then you click here, the top left where it says Goodnotes Standard Dark Paper. You want to click on that, change your paper color to dark, and that's how you get this wonderful, nice dark color for Goodnotes, which I always use because it's just nice overall to look at and very pleasing. Let's get on with how I write my notes. So I usually start with a brush pen at 50% pressure, and I usually do this in a different color. And then I write my title here at the top right. So let's just do a little title, call it title, I suppose. By the way, if you guys were wondering what my thicknesses are for my pens, I usually have pen thicknesses of 0.75, 0.5, and 0.3. Let's do a little calligraphy title here. Call it title. Boop. There you go. Title. Title. Now I'm going to change my pen thickness to 0.3 here and go to white. Probably should change from brush pen into a fountain pen. CW for classwork. EW for extra work. And AW for assessment work, which is like exams, essays, that type of thing. I then date my notes here at the top right. So what's today's date? It is the 3rd of August. It is the 03/08/2021. Yes, this is British dating, by the way. I know you Americans are gonna be like, what the hell? 8th of March? No, it's the 3rd of August. Get it right. Let's get on to the main bodies. So we have two boxes here, one on the left, one on the right. The smaller box on the left, I usually write down my formulae. I always bullet point these ones, /examples. But depending on how big of an example I'm doing, I will sometimes put the example onto the main body of the text, the bigger box on the right. And then any other extra notes that will supplement my work. So let's just do an example here. I don't know. Let's go with the Pythagorean theorem because everyone seems to know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Boom. And maybe our title here, put the 0.5 Pythagorean theorem. Boom. Nice, simple. This is our topic for today. What I also like to do, I like to highlight this and just say that this is indeed the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. God, try saying that 10 times fast. The formula for Pythagoras' theorem. And yeah, that's basically what I do for the left side, the keywords. I also forgot to mention, I put down keywords in here with definitions. And then for the main body of text, as you guys can see here, we have our subtitle. And then we have any notes about subtitle, questions to answer from class work, more lengthier definitions. And now let's say we're doing an essay task, I'll just write it down into here. I also have a little way of identifying what I write. So as you guys can see, the little dash hyphen are just notes about my subtitle. If I want anything extra to write about, I'll just use a little arrow pointing towards the right, and I'll be like, extra info. This little right angled arrow I have here is just notes for myself. And that's just like, let's say there's something I feel like I can't write it in a teacher's words, or I have to make it into my own type of notes, which is what you should be doing in your own note-taking ability. You should be writing your notes for yourself, not for anyone else. Don't be copying your teacher. Make sure you're writing in a way that you understand it and the way that you can come back to it and be like, yeah, I remember what I wrote. I remember what this is about, and you can revise it easily. That's essentially what I write down. After a few minutes of doing questions, I then get onto this final box, which I don't actually put down until like the second or third page, because that's how many pages I will usually use up in a math or science lesson. But just for the sake of this purpose, I'll just write down here. I will write down my summary, and then maybe I'll do a title. I'd say, I don't know, let's go little title. Boop, 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 boop. Title, boom, done. That's horrible calligraphy. And then we just do a 3 to 4 line summary. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A 3 to 4 line summary of everything I've learned in that lesson. That way, when I'm going back to revise my material, if I don't want to spend the time reading pages and pages of notes, I can just go down to this summary and be like, oh yeah, I remember what I did. And then if there's anything like I need to like nitpick out of there that I haven't included in the summary, or I don't quite understand from the summary, I can actually go into my notes, and then I don't have to worry about anything else apart from what I haven't remembered from what my summary gives me. So this is why I kind of like took the Cornell note-taking method into account. I'm going to show you guys a few examples of what I've done with classwork and some of the stuff I've done using this method of note-taking. I know, maybe you might implement some of these strategies into your own note-taking, which I definitely recommend you should do, because why not? You know, maybe you'll find something that works for you while you're doing some of the things I tell you guys to do. If you guys choose not to do it, then that's fine. You know, do your own thing. Make sure your notes are personal to you. No one needs to understand your notes. There is not a set way to do notes. You just kind of gotta do it and get a feel for it for yourself. It should always be personal. If you guys don't use my method at all, be sure to tell me what kind of methods you guys use in the comments below. I am interested to learn more about how people study, and that's what we're here for. You know, that's what we students do. We help each other out. But yeah, anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you found any value whatsoever, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot and motivates me to do way more for this channel. I know you guys will enjoy the content that's about to come soon, so stick around for that. But anyways, that is it for today's note-taking video. I've been Meiven, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. I don't know what this is, but bye-bye.